It's Crawford working at a grocery store as a security guard, bringing his cruiser to do it. I'm sure he's really proud of that thin blue line crap. Y'all decked out in police gear for this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah?
Yep.
You're not on duty though, are you?
Surviving, that's what I'm doing, man.
You on duty or not?
I'm on full-time duty right now, getting paid by the Clarksville Police Department. Is that what you're asking me?
Yeah.
No.
You're not? Why are y'all in the uniform and everything?
Because it's my uniform.
Is that your issued sidearm from the department?
Yeah, that it is, yeah.
What would happen if you had to use that here?
Do I have to use this?
No, I said what would happen if you had to?
What would happen? You tell me.
Is Crawford your boss?
No.
No. What's your name, buddy?
Supervisor, he's not my supervisor.
Got you. I'm Chris. Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Foreman.
Foreman?
Yep.
Okay.
C Foreman.
C Foreman?
Yes, sir.
So you're at Clarksville though, right?
I'm a Clarksville police officer. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yep.
You know, what I've been told, well, what I've learned, records indicate, is that the officers that are working off duty here have been utilizing the resources from the police department, which would look like you are. Are you guys allowed to do that?
Yes.
Like by who though?
It's been cleared by higher ups than me, sir. If there are issues with that, then you might want to take it up from someone higher than me, sir.
I didn't say I had an issue. I'm just checking things out. Just asking people who would know. You know what I mean? So I did have a question about it. What's that?
And then you probably have to ask somebody that's higher than me.
Welcome back, everyone. Today's video is a series of videos I put together with the help of Tiffany and Chris from the channel's official Misconduct and for Public Safety. In this video, we are going to be going through a timeline of events that show you how cops break the laws and abuse taxpayer dollars, while simultaneously making it harder for the people to call them out when they do this. It all starts with Tiffany, who worked as a loss prevention manager at a grocery store by the name of Kroger. Kroger hires a security company that goes by the name Blue Line Guards. This company is owned by Clarksville police officer Derrick Crawford. It is operated by off-duty cops to provide security to the grocery store. But here's the kicker. This company is using the police department's resources to work at this store while off-duty. They are using the vehicles, uniforms, and even firearms. All of this is paid for by our tax dollars. So essentially, we're paying for the same services twice. So Tiffany and Chris go to the department to inquire about the legalities of this business's operations. What transpires in this video is absolutely outrageous. Let's check it out.
At the Clarksville City Police Station. For one, I'm going to see if they want to respect my rights, but mainly I'm here to do a records request because there is a situation that I want to investigate to see what's going on with a few of the officers here, Clarksville City Police Station. Hello, how you doing? Can I get a records request form, please?
A records request form?
Yep.
Oh, just one second. We got printed.
Okay, thank you. Maybe two of them. I think this guy needs one. And then also, is Derrick Crawford here by chance?
Who? Derrick Crawford? He's not working today.
Okay. Shoot. Can I set up an appointment to talk to him?
He's a street officer.
Mm-hmm.
So we'd have to set up, like, if I could get your information, and then I could, when he works.
I'll give you a way to contact me. Okay.
All right.
Yep. I definitely would like to talk to him. All right. Thank you. Yeah, I want to ask you guys a little something. Maybe you'll know. One of the things I'm looking into here, well, the reason I'm here and asking about Mr. Crawford, is, as I understand it, do you all have a company that's for security purposes, like a personal security company?
I'm so sorry. We're just the records clerk.
Mm-hmm.
So, but not to our knowledge.
So you don't know about Derrick running a side security company?
No.
Okay. Have you ever had any experience with understanding how that works? Like, if officers are...
It's not any of our business, so I do not know.
Well, do you pay taxes? If you pay taxes, it's your business.
I honestly don't know anything about it.
Okay. Yeah, you don't have to be like that, man. I mean, I was just asking.
And this is 04 Public Safety at...
04. The numerical. Yes.
Numerical?
Yep. And I'm just going to ask questions about it, you know, because I don't know. It might not be using tax money to run that operation.
I can't answer that question.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have no knowledge of it.
Well, I appreciate you being cordial about it. Thank you. And this is normal, guys, all across the country. These police are being security guards when they're not on the clock, supposed to not be on the clock as police officers. It's happening everywhere. And the thing is that I wonder is how the hell are they using our tax-paid facilities? Like, how are they using all the equipment that we purchased them to be police officers, and then being off the clock and then protecting property, which, to the best of my understanding, that's what a cop's supposed to do, is protect your property, right? Legally, they're not, the word isn't protection, but secure. They're supposed to secure our property. That's one of our main rights, is to have, for law enforcement, is to have our property secured by law enforcement agencies. That is their duty. So I just wondered, if that's your duty, then why don't you do it on the clock instead of making money on the side, running a security company, doing what you're already supposed to be doing as a cop? Like, why wouldn't it be the same thing if you're using police officers, wearing police gear, using police cars and a police badge? Why wouldn't it just be a phone call to the police who are working under the color of our tax money? Why wouldn't you just call them and say, hey, I got a problem over here, I need you, come do your job, instead of employing an off-duty set to utilize all the same resources? It just doesn't make much sense to me. Pretty simple request, thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate that.
All right.
And I appreciate you respecting, yeah, it's all good, yep.
Sorry.
I appreciate you respecting my recording too. Thank you for that. It's always good.
I really hate being recorded.
Oh, do you? Well, why? I don't know why.
Just a camera shot.
He decided not to fill one out.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
So after seeing the video in which these two file a records request, Derrick Crawford decided he was going to go to Kroger, where he was hired for security, and make false reports against Tiffany, ultimately causing her to lose her job. The crazy part is that in an unemployment response from the state magistrate, they found that Tiffany never violated any policy and the discharge was for reasons other than work-related misconduct. Sounds pretty shady. So they head over to the Clarksville Police Department to take it up with the chief.
All right, this engagement won't be so pleasant, but I'm not going to take it out on you.
Thank you.
Where's that little bitch Crawford at?
Oh, I don't, he's on the street. I don't even know if he's.
You might want to call him in
We
for
need
this
you to
and your
find him.
chief.
Okay, just a second.
All right, thank you. I'm not mad at you. Okay. Excuse me, ma'am. Can I go ahead and get a complaint form while it's probably Mr. Palmer. I might have you fill it out, Mr. Palmer, when we talk.
We'll have to print it out.
Okay. I'm Chris.
I know where you are.
All right.
I understand you want to fill out a complaint on Crawford? Is that right?
Absolutely. More than that. You're going to have to put your boy in check.
Well, you can fill out the complaint form. After you fill it out, we'll look at it along with the commissioners, based upon the information that's presented, along with whatever information.
I understand that process, sir. All right. This is going to get real personal. Not you and me, the situation.
We're talking on a professional over here. If he's using his authority or something that you're advising in that fashion, then we will look at this as something of a civil nature or personal nature.
No, it ain't civil.
then that's
It's
something
within your
different.
duty. Gotcha. Hang on.
But we will look at it.
I do a lot, man, to understand what I'm doing before I do this stuff. All right?
Sure you do.
Crawford is a third-party security owner.
You have it.
That's fine. Yeah, we don't have to rush it. I'll explain it to you, and then we'll get into filing. All right? Crawford is a third-party security company owner. He's using some of your all's resources, which wasn't a big deal to me. But when I was bringing it to the public's attention that we were going to discuss the limitations that officers have, that's what my intention was in my video, was to just break down for people the understanding, because she is a manager of third-party police off-duty security company. Okay? She was Crawford's manager, as a matter of fact.
He still works with this department and he's still your responsibility.
Under federal law, under conflict law.
Police officer's department, and that is correct.
That's right.
You're talking about what you're talking about on the civil side of this, if he's working.
No.
No, it's
No.
not just civil
Hang on.
side, because what you're going to understand is that he falsified statements to my employer that caused me to lose
Hold on.
my job.
Yes, but let me back this up just a hair so that you understand you are responsible for this. The one thing we're going to bring to
I
you.
am responsible, but I'm not.
I'll help you. I will. So what I'm going to say is, under federal rules of conflict of interest, when there is an officer who works full-time or even part-time as an officer for any agency, he has contractual obligations as a third-party vendor, okay? Hang on. And then in that, she's upset, and in that,
Please do not.
there are conflict rules under federal law that dictate what he can and he can't do, and those are enforced by the agency in which he is employed. Okay, so the responsibility ultimately falls. If we were to file a lawsuit on him today, you're named. Your agency's named. Because you have responsibility roles of what he does on his off-duty time.
Umbrella coverage.
Especially
Bingo.
while he's wearing your Clarksville uniform and driving your Clarksville.
And utilizing your resources.
But you're advising this has something to do with reference to him filing a complaint or paper, would you say? earlier?
No, he falsified information to get her fired.
Falsified a complaint, which is malicious, okay?
Yeah.
So let's use those key factors and that vocabulary so we have a clear understanding as to what we are dealing with here.
I'm sorry, sir. You're not responsible as far as the person directly that did it. We're trying not to be angry altogether.
Well, if this relates back to the police department as you're advising, then we
does.
would definitely look at that side of that. If this is something that's being done under where he's security and is saying he's got a personal complaint against you or the company or whatever.
Oh, his complaint was about me for doing a video on his ass. Yeah.
But he made it about me so that I would
Yeah.
lose my job.
He retaliated against me by getting her fired. That's what he did. Because he's a sissy.
I think I'm going to need you to go from step one and spell it all out in the form, which she's going to give you.
We can do that. Like the things that I know, the bag of tricks that these agencies pull, it's not her fault. She's just passing a message. But the message was, the chief don't want to come back out because he's already said everything that he needs to say, right? One of the problems with these police departments these days is because they're only one-sided. They only want to get their opinions out, their feelings. That's all they work on, is what it matters to them. Well, guess what? I'm the public. He works for me. The chief works for me. So when I've got an issue, it's his duty to come find out what my issue is. Just go tell him I said that. Tell him I'm not walking away from here like that. He's not going to intimidate me out of here. Well, like what? There he is. Come here, Mr. Palmer. You think these bags of tricks are new to me, man? Trying to ignore me? What's his badge number for one?
Who?
Crawford.
Badge number is
Sorry, buddy.
14.
14. Okay, jot that down, Tiff. 14. Do you teach your officers constitutional training? Okay. Is it really easy? Is it really... Hush, I'm talking. Is it real easy to know that my videos, the videos I publish, are my constitutional rights, sir? And we are going to report the illegal activity that this agency is apparently doing by their own admission. So we expect that these police do the right thing and take charges against these this company, which are operating illegally. Hello, sir. How you doing? We called the other day. We need to speak with the detective about some illegal stuff that we know about is going on.
Who'd you speak with?
It was just whoever answered on the weekend. I can't remember who he was, but he was a
There's
superior.
no detectives here.
We got to talk to somebody. Is there anybody higher up that might understand federal rules?
What do you need?
We got to make a report on a whole group of police officers that are violating law.
Well, we don't do that here.
You do that here.
No, we don't.
Sir, what's your name and badge number? No, don't close that window. What's your name and badge number? You just smashed your fingers.
Smashed his fingers. Good job, dumbass. Attaboy.
Don't open that window.
Why not? I need to do business here. This is my place. This is where hey, look, this is mine.
Sir, do not open this.
This is my place. You open that window, boy. Open that window. You not my boy? You work for me. Open that window.
Indiana State Police Sellersburg Radio, this is Scott.
Hey, Scott. We need a supervisor stat at post 45.
Okay, who is this?
This is Chris. My name's Chris. We just had an officer slam the window in our face. Literally, we're trying to report illegal activity.
Okay.
Thank you,
Yeah,
sir.
there should be somebody there at the post.
Yeah, but he just slammed the window in my face, man. I need a cop that knows what he's doing.
Chrissy, what do you want?
What'd you
Is
say?
your name Chrissy or?
Is my name Chrissy? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Oh, is your name Tyrant, motherfucker? Is that your name?
Must be.
Do your job, nigga.
Touch me and
What
I
do you
will
want?
Do your job.
defend
What
do you want?
myself.
We need
What
to
do you
make a
want?
report.
You're
On
going to
what?
do a report.
Other police officers breaking the law.
Who?
Clarksville, get the notepad out.
Nope. Goodbye.
Do it.
Do
Why? You going to protect the other cops, sir?
This is Office of Professional Standards. This is the major in charge.
Okay.
This is the phone number.
All right.
This is the voluntary statement form.
All right.
I gave you 5 copies of it.
Okay.
You can write down everything you need to know.
Do we need the individual officers on each form, or can we just say the whole group in one?
I would probably put it just as plain and general as you can.
Okay.
And
It's
then-
actually real simple. If you guys did any form, if any
All right,
police
well,
did
here's-
any form
here's the thing, all right?
investigation.
Who's the department that you're complaining on?
Well, right now, what we're for sure of, which we think more, but I'm only going to report what I'm sure of, is Clarksville City PD's chief,
Okay. So
Palmer.
that would have to go through the prosecutor's office, and they would have to ask us to do a special investigation.
And that's how you get a special prosecutor, because I need to get it to a prosecutor outside of Clark.
However
Alright.
you want to put it, you are still a reporting
minute.
Hang on a
agency.
minute.
You are still an investigating agency, and
Hang
because
on.
you
We're done.
neglected
No,
We're
to
done.
hang on.
do
I
the
need your name and badge
conversation-
number.
Oh, actually, you know what? I'll tell you what. I'll put that on there. I
Thank
was
you,
going to,
appreciate
and then
that.
I forgot.
Oh God, it's
Thank
another
you.
winker.
I do want to tell you just a basis so that you're aware as the jurisdiction agency around here, what's happening. And they can try to cover it all they want. I've already got complete proof.
All right.
Is that
My
what
name
they're
and badge
doing?
numbers on here.
Thank you. What they're
I hope
doing
your
is they're
YouTube
working
views go up
as
a little bit,
it
since
won't.
you're in here complaining
Well, it
about
will
it
now.
last time.
Nagel broke that.
Yeah.
If you guys would just act right, you wouldn't have to worry about all of your views.
All right. Y'all be safe and have a take.
Official Misconduct and I are now at the Clark County Police Station, the Sheriff's Department, because in our letter that we got from Palmer, which is the Clarksville City Police Chief, he had said that he wasn't going to do anything internally about his employee, Derrick Crawford, breaking the law, but that we needed to report it to both Indiana State Agency as well as here, Clark County.
You, Mr. Ryder?
Yeah. How you doing, bud? Chris.
Josh Bannon.
Nice to meet you, Josh.
Nice to meet you.
Do you want to do this out here, or do you want to do it in maybe this room or
Well,
something?
what's going on?
We're going to be making a report, and
About.
it's going to be a police officer.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't know if you wanted to make it private, or I mean, I'm going to publish it anyway. So
No, well, it don't matter.
Might as well
You're
do it
gonna
here.
publish it,
Yeah.
might as well. So what you got?
all right. So the deal is this: there's an officer that works at Clarksville City PD,
Okay.
and he owns a private security company.
Okay.
It's his. He's making the money off of it. He's doing. I've checked his tax stuff, like everything available online. She used to work at the same store he does.
Okay.
He has been utilizing the resources, tax-paid resources, to do his personal business. He's got, his chief is allowing him to use the cars, their full uniforms, their equipments,
Okay.
you know, everything. So this dude's making a fortune, putting it in his own pocket on tax-paid resources, which is a federal violation, several of them. On top of that is even worse, because we also happen to have proof that they are running people through NCIC. Now this part here, folks, we were actually saving this because there were several local mainstream media companies that said that they were interested in doing this part of the story, which is, yes, these officers are running people for warrants who are going grocery shopping. This has been going on for several months now. We are absolutely sure of it. This is way crazy, guys. That is a major violation of the Fourth Amendment. And we're reporting that to this Clark County officer now. Hopefully they do something about it. For anyone who goes grocery shopping, to be subject to search of their person. They're going to run for your identity. They're going to see if you have any warrants. Now, just because you don't have any warrants doesn't mean that you're not being violated. All you're trying to do is go grocery shopping, and it is your Fourth Amendment right to not have your person searched just for going grocery shopping. They have to have either probable cause, a warrant, or at least reasonable articulable suspicion, and then you had been detained for them to be able to run this information on you. And you can still tell them no.
So in conclusion, they filed a report with the Clark County Sheriff's Department, and a criminal investigation has now been launched from an outside agency for violating United States Code Title 18 Section 208, which covers the rules against conflict and states that government can't use resources for personal interest. I will give more updates on this situation as they come out. Do me a favor and subscribe to Official Misconduct and For Public Safety, and let them know I sent you over. Let me know your thoughts on this whole interaction below in the comment section, and thank you for watching today's video.
Oh. San Joaquin, San Joaquin. Yeah. Huh. Gotta watch 'em. We know the way that you coppin'. We don't give no option. Camera gon' shoot in 9 minutes. Keep that rollin', no stopping. They don't know now, we gon' teach them everything. About my country, everything. This my country, every day. False conviction, you got a power addiction. We on the road, me and the bros. Telling the story so everyone know. Send them to hell, little Nicky. San Joaquin, shout out the crew. We gon' show the world, don't miss it. My whole team on a mission. My eyes wide open, I see everything you doing. We gon' check the law. I know my rights like I passed the bar. I'ma make sure you know yours and all. Home of the brave, free us all. Can't do it all and we standing tall. Only real criminals behind bars. Only real criminals behind bars. Oh, excuse me, Mr. Officer. Why you wanna pull me over?